This is Piano 1, William Paterson, and we're on page 23, the bottom, Hungarian folk song. And these are the same notes as yesterday, same notes as the last class, C, D, E, F, G. Memorize those notes with your eyes as well as with your fingers. It has to be all coordinated. So always learn hands separate. And then put the left hand, and then put them together. So this is the way this sounds. That curved line, don't forget, means connect every note. So you don't want to hear. You have to listen carefully and use your fingers to slap the keys so you actually hear the contact. So here's the way Hungarian folk song sounds. Tricky here. So those two measures were, and then you return to just C, D, E. Okay, so the whole thing sounds like this. My fingers aren't out here, playing out here. They're playing in toward the black keys. I'm sitting up straight and I'm leaning in to get a little weight on the keys. That's the difference when you play out here. Okay, page 25, the bottom. This is just mirror image of your two hands. The two hands play the exact same fingerings. When the right hand plays 5, the left hand plays 5. Right hand plays 4, left hand plays 4. So this goes down, this goes up. Again, learn hands separate and then put them together. You'll hear some dissonances, but basically this is getting you to see things differently than playing in parallel motion. You're actually playing mirror image, contrary motion. Playing 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. So the fingerings, you can memorize the fingerings in a second, but I'd rather you reading the notes. So that's for tomorrow on Thursday the 27th. Now what's coming up is page 20. And on page 20 we go to a different key altogether. We go to the key of F. I think you all know the key of F has 1 flat. The F scale, all white notes, but B flat. So this piece would have a B flat, and it will have a B flat. So now instead of positioning your fingers in the key of C position, you move up to F. Your thumb in the right hand is on F, your left hand is a pinky on F. So the left hand plays F, C, F, C. The right hand plays reverse, C, F. Then as you see, it's a scale. Now the right hand, instead of playing a 5th up, plays a 5th down. Left hand plays a 5th up instead of a 5th down. And then scale. So here's the way it sounds. Keep time when you play. And you'll also see why now you need your fingers in on the keys, because if your fingers are out here and the B flat comes up, you're going to have to move all the way in and then move out again. Just keep your fingers in, cover the keys. So that's page 20 in the key of F. Then on page 21, you're going to move to the key of G, and you put your fingers in a G position. Put your fingers in a G position. Learn these notes, G, A, B, C, D. And the other one was F, G, A, B flat, C. This is G, A, B, C, D. And it's basically the same two measures, the first two measures and the next line first two measures, then there's a slight difference. So, scale of G, return to the G, up to the D. I'm going to play that line again. G, A, B, C, D, G, D, C, B, C, D. Left hand plays the same thing. G, A, B, C, D, G, but this time it goes down the scale. B, A, G. So the whole thing sounds like this. No F sharp to be played, F sharp's in the key signature, showing you, demonstrating that there's the key of G being employed. So you're in the key of G, and if an F did come up, it would be an F sharp. Okay, so that's going to be for the next lesson. So when I see you Thursday, we'll go over what we had, plus the new pieces. And now let me just show you one extra thing with the scales. Yesterday we did a C major scale, C major. Then we did the chords and their inversions. Well, actually arpeggio was first. So cover all the keys. This is vital. Cover those keys so that you can play them as a chord. Left hand, play them as a chord. Then when you play them together, you just wiggle your fingers. They have them all. You'll do that all day. You'll never miss a note. But if you're going to play like this and move your body around and your arms around and your hands around, you're going to have trouble. Just stay still. That's the arpeggio. Then we did the chords and their inversions. Very, very, very important fingerings. C major 1, 3, 5 in the right hand. I take the C on the bottom and I put it on top. 1, 2, 5. When I put the E on top and invert it again, I have G, C, E, 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5, 1, 2, 5, 1, 3, 5. Excuse me, left hand 1, 5, 3, 1. We always go from the bottom up. E, G, C, 5, 3, 1. 5, 2, 1 for G, C, E. Learn them together. Get those inversions in your fingers now, because that's the only constant for the rest of your lives, basically. It never changes. It only changes when you're changing from one chord to another. But if you have to isolate a chord, E, G, C, it's 1, 2, 5. Left hand G, C, E, 5, 2, 1, under any circumstances. But there are chord leadings and voice leadings and melodic leadings where sometimes it'll change, but you want to learn those default fingerings. Then I showed you major, first, third, and fifth of a scale. Flat the third, you get minor. Flat the fifth, that's diminished. Then you raise the fifth, raise going up to the right. That's augmented. So major, minor is a small m, or M-I-N, or a dash. Diminished is a C with a circle, or C with a D-I-M. C augmented is a C plus, or a C-A-U-G. Now I'm going to just show you the C minor scale, because we'll be doing that in class next. C minor scale, you can access C minor two different ways. The easiest way and the shortest way is to take a major scale and flat the third and the sixth. Flat the third and the sixth. Watch. Well, actually, in this class we do natural minor. In piano 2 we do harmonic minor. You'll learn all that in music theory. So we're going to flat the 3, 6, and 7. I stand corrected, or I sit corrected. You're going to flat the third, the sixth, and the seventh. So it's going to be C, D, E flat, F, G, flat the A to A flat, flat the B to B flat. Some of you who play instruments or have studied music theory will know that C minor is the relative minor of E flat major. E flat major has these three flats, so does C minor, the relative minor of E flat. If you don't know that, don't worry about it. So right now, just take your C scale, flat the third, sixth, the seventh, and you'll get your scale. Minor, minor. And the C minor chord, first inversion, second inversion, C minor arpeggio, same as C major, but with an E flat. Okay, so that's it. I think I covered everything. We added C, so the whole C spectrum is now done, except we haven't done 2 octaves yet, but that's all 1 octave. You do your inversions, you do your chords, major, minor, augmented, diminished, and then you do your minor, major, and minor scales, arpeggios, and so on. And that covers everything. So I'll see you next time. This is good from now till next Tuesday, because next Tuesday we'll be starting something brand new.